What's up, my doggies? Welcome back to another Escape From Tarkov video. I'm Kawn, and today I'm back with Market Mondays. I know it's been a while, but Market Mondays are back, moved into my new house, and everything's a go every Monday. This is the show where I show you guys what sells for the most and what doesn't really sell very well on the flea market at certain times in the wipe. I've got an awesome group of viewers over on Twitch. It'd be an honor to have you come and join us. I also have a Discord that's always growing with new players and veteran players who like to help each other out. I'm giving away an Edge of Darkness Tarkov account for free. All the details are down below, as well as all my links. Now that I plugged myself super hard, let's get into Market Monday. So starting off, Augmentin. Augmentin is doing pretty good. It might go up, but it's still worth picking up at around 12k per item. Sometimes I see it at 15, sometimes it's even up at 20. It will probably end up around 30 by the end of the wipe, but it's just worth letting you guys know the price on Augmentin because they are pretty common. Broken G-phones have gone up. Broken G-phones are one of the tech items that have been going up, so it's definitely worth picking up. 15k. It's because of the flash drive craft. You need a broken G-phone, a GPX, and a SSD. So broken G-phones definitely worth picking up. 15k for a one slot item. Broken G-phone X's are also doing really well. 24k a piece for a one slot item. Really common in tech stores. Really common in bags and stuff. You can find them in stashes quite often. Definitely worth picking up. 24k for a one slot item on the flea market. You can also sell them to therapists for a pretty penny as well. CPU fans. Now CPU fans usually are something that you want to really be picking up, but right now I think CPU fans are actually not worth it. Unless you're going for your hideout and you need the CPU fans, I would recommend just buying them, because finding them in raid, it's just not worth the slot. It's less than 10k. Not really worth it in my opinion. If you wanted to pick it up, you could, but I would use them for my hideout, or I would just buy them on the flea market because they're very, very cheap right now. Now we've seen a massive jump in graphics cards. Graphics cards are almost at the million point. If the dynamic loot changes and everything just stays the way it is, graphics cards are worth a lot. And the reason they're worth a lot is because Bitcoin is going up, and also I'm not sure exactly how much they buffed it, but I think they buffed graphics cards by almost 50% extra spawn chance, so you can find them more. But the thing is, they don't spawn as likely in the tech stores anymore. They spawn all over the map. So graphics cards, 885k, on their way to a million, I bet. Keep an eye on these ones. Metal cutting scissors. Now, metal cutting scissors for a 2-slot item, 25k, it's definitely worth it. It's about 12.5k a slot. I would definitely pick up metal cutting scissors and sell them if you have them, or use them to craft mag boxes in your hideout. Paracords. Now, paracords have gone down. Paracords are pretty low at the moment. I was seeing them at around 25k when I first started recording, and now they're at about 34k. So they're sticking around the 35 to 25k range. If you guys are trying to buy those Red Rebels or sick cases, paracords are definitely worth buying right now if you want to barter for the sick case, or you need one for your rebel or something like that. 34k, not a bad price, but still worth picking up in raid to sell if you already have one, or you already have a sick case, or whatever it may be. Pistol cases, still really high. Obviously, the barters with Jaeger are still good to go. So 250k for a pistol case. I'm not sure if you can find them in like the world anymore. I'm not 100% sure. You might be able to find them in marked rooms. Please check down below in the comments and let me know if you can still find these in marked rooms, because I'm not 100% sure. But if you can, it's probably worth picking up, of course, if you find one in the world, and selling it. Power banks are also doing really good. 32,000. If you find a power bank, I would definitely recommend keeping it and selling it. It's 32k for a one slot item, and they're not too hard to find. You can find them in computers, you can find them all around the world, and they're not super rare. And if you do see one, I would recommend picking it up and selling it. Now, the ski hat with holes for eyes, you need these for a quest, but they're being sold for about 20,000 right now, and they weren't being sold for 20k before. They were being sold for less than this, and now that they're being sold for 20k again, I would recommend picking them up if you see them on a scav. If you're not wearing a helmet or anything, just throw it on your head, or just throw it in your pocket. It's a one slot item, and it's 20,000 for that one slot item, and they're pretty common on scavs. Another tech item, VPXs. You can craft these in your hideout. They're worth 200k right now. You can also find them really easily on labs, shoreline, interchange. It's somewhat rare, but for 200k, if you do see a VPX, pick that thing up. It's a lot different than a GPX, which I know a lot of people get confused with, but a VPX is definitely worth picking up. Vertexes are actually up really high right now, 410k. If you find a Vertex, pick it up, get out of raid with it, sell it. It's worth a lot of money, and it'll make you a good amount of money. You can find these a lot on reserve, especially in any of the tech areas. Depending on dynamic loot, you could probably find them anywhere now, but reserve, I know a couple spawns where they used to spawn quite often. Whether or not they still do, I'm not sure, but if you find one of these, worth picking up, worth selling. Water filters are down pretty low now, so about 46 to 50k. I don't know why they went up and then they dropped. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe their spawn got increased, but they were pretty much at around 80k, which is where they usually stay. Now they're really cheap again, so they're actually worth buying if you're trying to just use them to make super water or make moonshine or whatever it may be, because moonshine is actually up at the moment as well. Get out of here. Moonshine is actually up at the moment as well at around 225k. It could go higher, but if you have water filters or you have money to spare to just buy some water filters, I definitely recommend buying them. Start crafting your moonshine, start crafting that super water. It's definitely worth it because water filters probably will go up again in the future. They've done a little dip and I think they'll go back up again. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, don't forget to like this video. And if you want to see more content and more Market Mondays, you know who to subscribe to. Peace, people.